What's going on? If you don't know me, I'm Kenan Grace, and I wanted to share this with you because the good Lord put it in my heart to share this part. And it's about getting to your first 100,000. No gimmicks, no playing around, how to actually do it and change the direction of your generations, to change, to get that financial freedom that you deserve, and to get yourself from working on this slave plantation that we call the 9 to 5. We don't need that anymore. Let's make sure that we understand what's going on. I want to introduce you, if you don't already know, Charlie Munger. He passed away. Now, he was Warren Buffett's right-hand man, and he was worth about $2.6 billion at the time of his passing. But hear this message from him.
For most people is the first $100,000. Getting together $100,000 is a long struggle for most people. And I would argue that the people who get there relatively quickly are helped if they're passionate about being rational, very eager and opportunistic, and underspend their income. I think those three factors are very helpful.
And the reason that I show you this, and I want to put $100,000 on your radar, is because I want to challenge you to get to your first 100,000, but not only challenge you, guide you straight to where we're going to get it at. Now, one of the things holding you back significantly is actually your housing cost, the cost you're paying for rent, your mortgage, the taxes on your home. And I want you to just see how this amount of money that you're putting up can be used, even a small amount of it, to actually go forward and getting you to that 100K. That's going to change the game for you. Now, if you looked at California, for example, if you stayed in a studio, I'm talking about a studio apartment with no rooms, it's going to cost you $1,600 a month. What if you had one bedroom? $2,100. What about two bedrooms? $2,900, almost $3,000. And then 3 bedrooms, $4,100. If you were spending $2,000 a month on your rent, on your mortgage, then you're spending about $24,000 a year that could have been used to grow your wealth. But you understand, we got to live somewhere, right? So let's see, because oftentimes the rents and the mortgages, they don't stay the same. They might increase it. 100, 200, 300, 300, 400. Let's get it, family. Let's see what we're going to do and how we're going to change and get to that 100K. If you appreciate this video, please put a like on it and actually share this with anybody who you feel like is not in the investing game at all. They don't know the basics yet, but they can learn, and you believe in them. Send this to them so they can know that you believe in them. And check this out. The average return on the stock market in the last 10 years is 10.2%. However, in the last 15 years, it's 12.6%. This is the S&P 500. What does that mean for my people who don't know? The top 500 companies, when you invest in them only in the last 15 years, annually, they got 12.6%, a rate that people tell you you can't achieve, but we've seen that it already happened. Let's use this information and let's make some money with it. I want to introduce you to Vanguard's S&P 500 ETF. This is just the name of something that has a short name called VOO. This is that thing that in the last 15 years was up 12.6% annually. And to bring you more information on that, if you look at it this year, it's up almost 15%. And I'll zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. It's up 14.98% year to date in the year 2024. So we see that these historical numbers of 12%, 10% are realistic. So now this is how you're going to get that 100,000. And take a look at this. And I want you to favorite this video. I want you to, like I said, already share it, hit the like. We need this one to go viral if anyone ever went viral, family. We got to save ourselves. How are we going to do that? By investing in ourselves and investing into our wealth. The negative things in our life that are taken away from the things that we can do, we have to remove ourselves from them. We have to remove so that we can improve. I always tell people this: proper preparation prevents poor performance. Those are the 5 Ps. And this is how you operate in those 5 Ps. The investment calculator, Google that, and this is going to pop up on calculator.net. I want to introduce you to some numbers. All of us here, we like to play the numbers game because we want to see what is it going to take for me to get to that first 100K. It's going to take you $95 a week. I feel like this is realistic. That $95 a week could change the game for you and change your entire life. So there's 4 weeks in a month. That's going to get us to $380. Many of the people's rents, many of the people's mortgages have gone up $380 in the last year, 2 years, 3 years. Imagine that instead of spending that extra money on a house or a place that you already lived in, you got to allocate that $380, aka $95 a week, into VOO, the S&P 500, which we already sold or even showed that it's up 14%, almost 15% in the last year. Let's put the numbers in. If you had $3,000 today saved in your savings account, and you did this for 10 years alone, 10 years, at a 12.6% return, which is the return of the last 15 years annually, you put that $95 a week in there, which would add up to $380 a month. Let's look at the results. That would give you that $100,000. You started with $3,000. You only contributed $45,000, and I know that's a lot, but you've only contributed $45,000, and your money worked for you so hard that your money and that interest that you earned from being in the stock market, $52,000 in interest alone, which is more than what you contributed. So you put in half of the work or even less than half of the work, and your money put in the other half of the work and helped you to get paid. And I see a great comment. Steve Kang, he said this: the markets are crashing, man. Guess why that's a good thing? The markets are crashing, which means we are living in the greatest transfer of wealth. I promise you that you don't have the amount of money in the market that somebody like Charlie Munger had in the market, that Warren Buffett had in the market, that Elon had in the market, that Jeff Bezos of Amazon had in the market, that Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook and Meta had in the market. So what does this mean? The markets are crashing. That means that their wealth is going down to give you a chance to jump on board. Are you ready to jump on board? Are you ready to take the journey, or are you going to cry until the day that you die? I don't want that for you. I want you to get that 100K. You put that $95 a week towards your future, and you could get things at a discounted price. When the markets drop, that means them billionaires, their money is dropping, and this is giving us the opportunity to get in low, buy the dip, and then ride the rip. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And if you do not have a way to invest, or you have not invested yet, then download an app. You don't have to use any link of mine. I want you to download it. If you do want to use a referral link, I have them in the description. I teach this stuff at KGU, where you can go and learn from me personally. But I want you to download some type of app. Go to Fidelity, go to Charles Schwab, download Moomoo, Weeble, Robinhood, whatever works for you, so that you could put that $95 up a week and then build your way towards that 100K. I believe in you. If nobody else did, and if nobody told you today, family, I love you. And the reason that I came out with this is because I feel like the good Lord put it in my heart so I could share this from the start. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And if you want to support, get some free stocks in the comments. See you in the next one. Take care.